Hey guys, welcome to the episode of the Walker Show. Yep, it's your boy t.walker coming in for another episode. This is gonna be a review of Godzilla. Godzilla. I know I'm like really late on it, but yeah, I saw it. It was pretty good. I liked it. They went all. There's kind of like three zones of Godzilla. You had like the black and white where Godzilla was just, tearing up places for no reason. He was just some guy in a giant suit, just and then you get the generation of Godzilla where everyone came to know and love. Where Godzilla was like a force of nature. He always came in to set up the balance of the world. When humans started getting out of hand, he'd put them in check. When aliens or monsters started coming up, he'd kill them, put them in check, He was the king of monsters. He was always the balance, the force of nature. And then you get that piece of crap with Matthew Broderick that wasn't even really Godzilla. It was a T-Rex on steroids. And then we get a remake. Oh, I loved it. It was great. They went back to the king of monsters. I'm coming in. I'm Godzilla. I'm gonna balance this place. I'm nature's balance. When things start getting too out of hand, I come in and clean it up. He was a force of nature. But at the same time, he was almost a relatable character. Like, yeah, of course, it's a Godzilla movie, he's a character, but, like, they've always had Godzilla as this big guy who just comes in and does stuff. It wasn't really, like, it didn't feel like he was an actual protagonist. It always just felt like he was there doing something. In this one, you could feel, like, the life, like, he felt like a being, like, he felt alive. Like, he's doing things that humans would do, or living organisms. Like when he got tired, he would just lay down. He just lays down. He took a nap in the movie. You can't get any better than that. He takes a nap, and then I'm half y'all. Nah, I won't do that. I won't put any spoilers on this, but still, it was a good movie. You gotta go see it. They went back to the good Godzilla that everyone came to know and love, and just there's a surprise at the end. The ending is what really got me. It was like, oh yes, he did it. Yeah, and but I have to say this part. It's not really a spoiler, but it is. Blunt. If you don't want to hear it, hit like mute or something. But there's a part where you can tell Godzilla doesn't want to hurt people. He had an open opportunity to hurt people and declined. He didn't hurt people. He's like swimming, doing his little swimming thing where his tail and crap is moving. And there's like this naval ship. He could have went right through it and just been oblivious about, oh well. No, you know what he does? He goes under it. And then comes out and they're like, oh, maybe he's not going to hurt us after all. You think? He didn't pop out just to kill y'all. Popped out when y'all started doing it. Never mind. But regardless, he had an open opportunity to kill people. Just right through the ship. Nope, he dives under it. That's when you know this is going to be a King of Monsters movie. Not Godzilla on a rampage. Not a T-Rex on steroids. No, the King of Monsters, Godzilla. I really enjoyed this movie. And it's a 2-hour long movie. Like I think it's 2 hours and 10 minutes. Something like that. It's about 2 hours. It did not feel like it at all. Had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. Rarely a dull moment. And even in the moments where it's like really dramatic, it's like, oh, like in the trailer, it's like, and it's gonna send us back to the Stone Age. Even then, you're just sitting there, you're like, okay, alright, I'm with you on this. Yeah, hold on, hold on. You're like, yes, it's getting nerd. And that I actually had low expectations for this movie. I was like, it's Godzilla. I mean, it's never gonna be the same ever since that T-Rex on steroids. But hey, man, they hit it hard with this one. They got a home run. I would give this movie an A, solid A, man, because they've established this is going to be a remake, and they established which Godzilla which one they're taking it to. They're going with the King of Monsters, which is the best one you could go. And the look of Godzilla, the visuals, he is massive. Like, he doesn't look like some guy in a suit. Like, he looks like that guy who takes gym class too seriously, but he's quiet and does what he has to, like that quiet guy who takes everything like seriously, but you don't really know it. And then next thing you know it, he's like valedictorian or something, or like honor roll, some crap, walking through, one of the first people to walk across the thing, graduation. He seems like that kind of guy. He just pops in when you need him most. But just like the visuals, people said he looks fat. He doesn't look fat. He looks buff. This man looks stocky. He looks like he could rip a building in half if he wanted to. And at the same time, that's kind of accurate. You can't be super huge. You can't be of that size and slim and do the things that Godzilla was doing. That's like putting a skinny basketball player as center line on football. It's possible, but think about it. How often does that happen? I mean, there's basketball players. Regardless, he looks like Godzilla. It looks like it's the King of Monsters. He looks like he can wreak havoc if he wanted to. But he's always helping people. He helps people. He's always there setting up a balance. I cannot stress this enough. But just, again, the visuals of him, you feel like this is Godzilla. Because when you see him, you're just like, that's a new Godzilla? Oh, yeah. Once you see him, it's like, yes, the King of Monsters. Literally, the only complaints that I've heard from other people about this movie is the lack of screen time that Godzilla gets. But, in a sense, that was good. Because if they had too much Godzilla, it would have felt too much like Pacific Rim. Where it's just coming in a bunch of slow-mo punches. Too much of that would have killed the movie, honestly. And the amount of screen time they gave him was just right for the way that they were setting up this movie. This movie is more so a backstory. Like, it's an origin story. You don't want to have the guy you're setting up origins for to be in for most of the movie. You look at Batman Begins. You don't really get Batman fully established until like halfway into the movie. He's not going around, I'm Batman. That's like halfway into the movie. Where he gets Falcone. It's like, what the heck are you? Pulls him out. I'm Batman. Because you have to say that in every Batman movie. I'm Batman. Every Batman movie is said at least once. Or someone has said it for him. But he didn't have a ton of screen time as Batman in Batman Begins. Same thing with Godzilla. It was in Origins. They were trying to get the whole mythos, the whole world of Godzilla set up. And then they threw him in there, which was good. I like that. This movie gets an A, and even though it's probably not in theaters anymore, when it comes out on DVD, I'm getting it. You guys should at least rent it, if not buy it. I mean, if you buy it, that's up to you. I really don't. I'm not telling you what you should do, but still, just consider it. So yeah, I liked the movie. As you can tell, I loved it. It was great. It got an A. And your boy T. Walker, out.